Back with Guilford County Schools answering your questions. You can text those questions to 336-379-5775. All right, we want to get right to this question. The person is asking, what are the procedures for staff taking student temperatures?
Yeah, so I'll jump in and take that one. So students will have their temperature taken each day as they enter the buildings. We'll have, some schools will have multiple stations set up depending on the size of the school, the entrances, the layout. So students will have their temperature taken, and then they'll also have some possible exposure questions that they'll answer. And that'll happen every day, and that's already happening in our buildings as our staff has come back, as our central office staff has come back. So our adults in the building are very familiar with this process, and then we'll just roll out the same process as students begin to enter.
All right, well, speaking of, this is a follow-up text. It says, for bus riders, will their temperature be taken at the bus stop or when they get to school?
So for bus riders, we'll have parents complete an attestation. It's part of the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services guidance that'll answer the screening questions, but then the students will have their temperatures taken when they get to the school building.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this person says, if I enroll my child in the virtual academy, will my child have to change schools?
So for our K-5 students and our 6-8 students, they would be enrolling in a new school. Our e-learning academies for elementary and middle schools are a separate school. Our 9th through 12th grade students who choose the virtual course option would stay enrolled at their home high school.
And then this is a follow-up question. They're saying, will students be able to transfer to the virtual academy after the deadline? And that new deadline is Friday the 25th.
Right. The end of the day on Friday the 25th is the deadline. And we do not plan to extend that deadline beyond the 25th because we want to make sure that teachers are in place and ready to receive students as we begin to reopen for face-to-face instruction.
Mm-hmm. This text says, will parents be able to inspect the cleaning process?
So we've got our cleaning procedures and processes posted as part of the information on our website in the reopening portion of our website. We will not have parents and visitors in the building. That is part of our protocols to limit the visitors in the building. So we will not be demonstrating cleaning methods to anybody or visitors to the building.
This text says, while preparing the students to return to school and for COVID-19, what specific measures are in place to ensure the classrooms have working heat?
Again, we have a wide variety of heating and air units in a variety of ages. We consistently talk to the county commissioners about funding repairs and replacements of our heating and HVAC systems. And so, we'll continue the way we have in the past of working with the funds that we have available to repair systems as they go down. We understand and we try to prioritize the ones that we know are in the worst shape and try to use the funds that we have available to replace or renovate those. But, it's just going to be, we're going to have to repair those as they break as we go through the cold weather.
There's not enough money at this point to just make sure all of the systems are at top capacity.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. This person is asking, will you have extra masks on hand?
We do have extra masks on hand. We have cloth face coverings to provide for all of our students when they first come into our buildings. And then we'll have the disposable ones available in case somebody forgets one on that particular day.
This person is asking, I have 4 or more desktop computers. How do I donate them to the school?
Yeah, so computers can be dropped off at our central office locations in High Point and in Greensboro. They can turn those in at the front desk here on Eugene Street, and then and Angie can jump in for the address for High Point. It's losing my mind all of a sudden.
All right, that's fine. We have an office on English Road where we're accepting laptops. Desktops, unless they're wireless desktops, they're not going to be able to benefit our students, I think, tremendously. But we are accepting donations of laptops that are in good condition.
Mm-hmm. So you need laptops. You don't need desktops per se, because they need to be able to take them home.
Right.
And it be mobile. Okay, this person is asking, if a school gets a case, will school close to clean, and for how long?
So we'll work with our public health department to determine what part of the buildings we have to close, if it's a classroom, if it's the wing of a building, or if it's an entire school building. And then we will take the appropriate cleaning measures for whatever area that is identified that needs to be. And it's typically up to 2 days to clean, and then to allow the chemicals to do their work, and then do the wipe downs.
Okay, we are continuing to take your questions. We've got one more segment left. You can text us your question, 336-379-5775. We'll be right back.